Hi, it's Marieta. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I'm gonna be giving you updates on H1B visas, everything you need to know, especially when it comes to the recent new rule that was introduced coming up. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure to subscribe and let's get started. I want to talk about H1B visa, and I also want to talk about how is Biden already shaping and changing the immigration. So the recent news you already probably aware of, he signed a couple of executive orders and he also introduced complex immigration bill. So these are the two major things that I'm going to be discussing in this video. And let's get started with the executive orders. So he started to obviously change and shape immigration. Nicer way of saying, right? And the way we can see it right now when it comes to H1B visa workers, if you understand, the recent rule was literally favoring the H1B workers based upon highest salaries. So this rule, I already made a video which I will be linking here for you, is right now frozen for 60 days until March 21st, 2021. There is also the rule redefining employer-employee relationship for H1B visa purposes. It's withdrawn. And the Department of Labor policy requiring end clients to be involved in and take responsibility for H1B visa process should be also withdrawn. Biden also signed executive order reversing the ban on travel, which I already made a video, specifically Muslim ban. We're talking about Muslim ban, not the European travel ban. Don't mix it up. And he already signed this executive order reversing the ban. That being said, people from those countries can now apply for the visa and actually enter the United States. The immigration ban that Trump had extended to March 31st, 2021 is not yet withdrawn yet. So this immigration ban is actually the proclamation number 114, Proclamation 114, suspension of entry of immigrants who present a risk to the US labor market. This is still on. Okay, however, and it is obviously impacting and concerning H1B visas. However, the new rule was actually favoring the higher salaries, level 4 and level 3. So if you're entry level 1 or 2, high chance that you probably wouldn't even be selected in that lottery that's going on. So now that rule is, like I already said, right now it is actually frozen for 60 days. Okay, so what else is going on here? To undertake the reversal of rules and policy on January 20th, the White House Chief of Staff issued a memorandum that directs the agencies to: number one, freeze making of or publications of all new rules. Number two, freeze publication of rules that have not yet been published. Number three, freeze for 60 days until March 31st, 2021, the rules that have been published but have not yet taken effect, stating further for the agencies to: number one, consider opening a 30-day comment period to allow interested parties to provide comments. Number two, consider pending petitions for reconsideration involving such rules. Number three, where necessity to continue review these application and questions of law and fact and policy, and consider further delaying or publishing for notice and comment proposed rules, further delaying such rules beyond the 60-day period. And lastly, undertake further deliberation before taking any action on or under those rules that raise substantial questions of fact, law, or policy. So that being said, guys, there is your answer. The new proposed rule that was going to impact H1B visa lottery system and favoring that higher salaries, level 4 and 3. Right now that rule is frozen. Right now that rule is frozen for 60 days till end of March. Now, as I already mentioned, he already proposed immigration bill, the Act Citizenship Act 2021 to Congress. And this is concerning mostly undocumented immigrants, but it's also clearing the employment-based green card backlogs and eliminating per country visa cap. Next, it's also making it easier for graduates of US universities with STEM degrees to stay in the United States. It's also providing the work authorization for dependents of H1B visas. It's preventing children from aging out of the system when they turn 21 years of age. So this essentially means, for example, you move to US with your family under H1 visa, your spouse has dependent visa, your kids have dependent visa, but the dependent visa are only valid till they reach the age of 21, and then they're stuck. So what's next? Usually they transition to school, so they change the status from H to F, and so on. So this has been a challenge for many families, and this is something that he is addressing in that immigration bill. Also creating a pilot program to stimulate regional economic development, authorizing USCIS to adjust green cards based on macroeconomic conditions. Okay, now the next point is interesting. Incentivizing higher wages for non-immigrant high-skilled visas to prevent unfair competition with American workers. So in fact, he is going to, part of his proposal, immigration bill, part of it is that he is incentivizing higher wages for non-immigrant, especially the high-skilled workers. So this looks actually, the way I understand it, similar to the already new proposed rule, and providing easy routes for foreign students to obtain US STEM degrees. Okay? Now, guys, so when it comes to H1B, now what you need to understand is that immigration ban is in place till end of March. This new rule is frozen for 60 days. So we have to wait, and I'm going to be updating how this is going to turn out, how this is going to unfold, and I will certainly keep you posted. But we can already see the changes when it comes to policy, when it comes to approach to immigration. So if you have comments, questions, I want to hear from you. You can leave them below this video. For those who need to book a consultation with me, there is also going to be a link below this video. And absolutely stay tuned for my upcoming videos. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. And if you find these videos useful, please do share it with other people. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.